Biomee Practicals presents Biomee online classes. This class is for grade 7. Subject is science. I am your host ShahRukh. In this video, we will continue types of chemical reaction. And learning objectives are explain combustion reactions with the help of laboratory experiments. So let's talk about combustion. What is combustion? Combustion or burning is a chemical reaction between fuel and oxygen in the air. The fuel becomes oxidized, forming an oxide. The reaction releases energy in the form of heat and light. Fuels such as wood, coal, oil, and methane gas. Methane gas is also known as the natural gas that is burned well in the presence of oxygen, and all these chemicals, when combined with the oxygen or react with the oxygen and combust, they will convert it into two molecules, commonly carbon dioxide and water. Large quantities of these fuel are burned to provide the energy to drive motor vehicles, ships, and aircraft, and to generate electricity in power stations. They are also used at our homes for heating and cooking. These fuels are burned well because they contain the element carbon and hydrogen. They are called hydrocarbons. During burning, these elements combine with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. So the word equation for this chemical reaction is fuel in the presence of oxygen burn well or combust to form water molecule, carbon dioxide and amount of heat energy. What happens when methane burns? The diagram shows the product of burning methane being pulled firstly through anhydrous copper sulfate and then through lime water. The anhydrous copper sulfate changes from white to blue because water is present. The lime water goes milky or whitish in color, showing the presence of carbon dioxide. Here the word equation is given below. When methane burns in the presence of oxygen, it will convert it into the water, carbon dioxide and amount of energy. We need energy too. As you all know, energy is ability to do work. It means each and every living organism need energy to do work. So from where we get this energy? Yes, food. From food we get the energy. How can we get the energy? Whenever we are respiring, we inhaling the oxygen gas. As the human body needs fuel to produce energy, the food we eat provides us with fuel, mainly in the form of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates such as glucose contain the elements carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. As you know the formula, chemical formula of glucose is C6H12O6, means three main elements are used to make the carbohydrates, means glucose. The carbohydrate react with oxygen inside the cell of the body. In which organelle of the cell? Yes, mitochondria. This is called respiration process. Combustion and respiration are similar processes just because these both processes need oxygen to start. What happens when a candle burns? Candles are made from a hydrocarbon called paraffin wax. When the wax melts, it rises up the wick and burns. So the word equation for this chemical reaction is fuel in the presence of oxygen burn well or combust to form water molecule, carbon dioxide and amount of heat energy. This suggests that a candle needs one of the gases in the air to burn. It goes out when this gas is used up. This gas is of course oxygen because due to burning of any type of fuel or due to burning any type of food material, all the things need oxygen. The candle uses up oxygen from the air to form water and carbon dioxide. The word equation for this chemical reaction is candle, that is composed of hydrocarbon called paraffin react with the oxygen to form water and carbon dioxide. This experiment shows that about one-fifth of the air is used up when something burns. That is because about one-fifth of the air is oxygen. Burning safely. A fire needs fuel to burn, oxygen for the fuel to react with, and heat to keep the chemical reactions going. To put out a fire, at least one of these things must be removed. The best method will depend on what is burning and where. This is the combustion triangle that shows the things that are essential for a fire to burn. Now, removing the heat. How can we removing the heat? By cooling the fire with water. Water not safe for all the fires like electrical fires. Removing the fuel. Through the cutting off a gas supply, we can easily remove the fuel and save from any type of burning. Removing the supply of oxygen. By using a fire blanket or carbon dioxide gas, we can easily remove the supply of oxygen from the area and we save from the burning area. Some early experiment on air. Early or ancient scientists thought air was an element, a single substance that could not be broken down into anything else. In 1774, Joseph Priestley, an English amateur scientist, discovered oxygen, although he did not know it at that time. For a long time, Priestley thought he had simply found a new kind of air in which things burnt much more brightly. Priestley discussed his work with French scientist Antoine Lavoisier. Lavoisier used the apparatus shown in the diagram. He heated mercury which react with the oxygen in the bell jar to form mercury oxide. At the same time, one-fifth of the air in the jar was used up. Lavoisier explained his result by saying that air was a mixture of an active gas called oxygen and an inactive gas which we now called nitrogen. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share my YouTube channel. If you want to connect through online classes, then contact on my number given below.